No Man's Sky is a singularly unique game on the market, not because of the fact that it allows you to seamlessly cross a near infinite sea of stars and even being able to halo jump from your spaceship to planet side, which I'm not gonna lie is a wholly unique experience in of itself, but No Man's Sky is very different from basically every other game out there because of its history. You see, the story of No Man's Sky is one of not only overpromise, but complete and utter betrayal, and how one man and his small team has worked tirelessly for 9 years to make up for it. I remember it like it was yesterday. No Man's Sky was first featured on VGX 2013, which is more than 12 years ago, but its first big trailer was at E3 2014, and it took the audience by storm.
Yeah, it did. Even I was amazed.
Everything about it was straight up hype. Here was this strange looking new game that lets you seamlessly hop into your spaceship, travel across the stars, land on another planet, and freely explore in the span of, what, 2 minutes? This shit was insane, and I remember being instantly caught by this first reveal. The hype was unreal. No loading screens, there's no fade to black, just a clean jump from ground to orbit like you were living in your own sci-fi movie. At the time, this was unheard of. Every article, every forum, every conversation made it feel like this was going to be the next giant leap for gaming. People were calling it the future of open worlds. It was gonna change everything, and when you're a gamer sitting there watching Sean Murray smile his way through interviews talking about quintillions of planets and the infinite possibilities, you couldn't help but believe him. The thing is though, hype is like a black hole. It just pulls more and more in until nothing can escape. No Man's Sky didn't just look good, it looked too good. The way the media framed it and the way fans built it up, it started to sound less like a video game and more like a second coming of Star Trek. Everyone had their own fantasy about what this game was gonna be. For some people, it was a hardcore space sim. For others, it was Minecraft in space. For others still, it was the ultimate multiplayer exploration game where you and your friends could just get lost among the stars. The truth? It wasn't really any of those things, but we'll get to that. Because before all that, there was this golden period where anything seemed possible. You'd see all these amazing video clips and you'd think, yeah, this is it. This is the one. Like, I can't overstate how hyped people were. Pre-orders were through the roof. Sean Murray was on late night TV with Stephen Colbert. It was all over Reddit. It was everywhere. No Man's Sky wasn't just a game anymore. It was an event. It was the event. And then it all came crashing down. When the game launched in 2016, reality hit like a meteor. Instead of this endless universe full of wonder, the one you actually got was, well, kind of empty. Sure, you could fly to planets and yeah, you could mine stuff, but the creatures were awkward, the worlds looked repetitive, and the features people swore were going to be in there, well, they weren't. Multiplayer? Well,
no.
Epic space battles?
No.
Complex ecosystems and huge alien civilizations?
No.
At one point, two players went to the exact same planet and to the exact same spot and tried to engage with each other, but they couldn't because it wasn't multiplayer. It was a lie. People were pissed. Metascores went red instantly. Memes tore the game apart. No Man's Lie became the nickname, and within weeks, the player count nosedived harder than a starship without fuel. It was one of the biggest betrayals in gaming, not just because the game was bare bones, but because people felt like they'd been sold a dream that didn't exist. And I'm not exaggerating when I say the anger was insane. Refunds were flying,
I think
Reddit
for
threads were
Shroud of the
basically
Avatar,
bonfires, and even the UK's
maybe,
Advertising Standards Authority launched an investigation
getting
into whether the trailers had misled
maybe
people. That's how
2
fucking bad it was. And Hello
to
Games, they
5,000 concurrent
went completely
players
silent. No interviews, no big
would be
apologies, just
would be a
crickets.
success considering
I really
where
do remember it in the back of my
where
mind.
it was before.
Honestly
It
looked
only
like they
picked
had
like
cashed out
for
and
600
disappeared.
in
And the fact that they
Steam.
weren't responding just fueled the rage. Because when a company screws up, people expect at least some kind of explanation. Instead, it felt like Sean Murray had just vanished into the void and taken the money with him. But here's where the story gets interesting, because this was not the end. As much as everyone thought Hello Games was done, they weren't. They were being silent for a very good reason. They were cooking. Months went by, and then something happened. Out of nowhere, Hello Games broke their silence. No long apology video, no over-the-top marketing campaign, just a very simple post. The Foundation update. It was pretty funny in how understated it was. They basically
That's what
said,
I like
yeah,
about
we've
what
been
they
quiet,
did. They
but
didn't
we're
argue
listening.
with.
This is the foundation for things to come.
They didn't
That's
argue
it.
in the
No
comment section
fireworks, no promises, just a basic patch. But when
of
people actually booted
maybe
it up, it
an
wasn't
online
just
publication like
a
maybe
patch.
massively
It was
up.
massive. Suddenly
or
you could build bases, set up
MMORPG.com.
farms, hire alien workers, and even own freighters, giant ships that acted as your mobile headquarters. They added new modes like creative and survival, which completely changed how you could play. And all of that, mind you, was completely free. This was the moment everyone realized, oh shit, they didn't actually give up. They didn't abandon the game. They were actually
Maybe
trying to fix it.
that was
Now,
a
don't get
difference
me
because
wrong, the Foundation update didn't magically save
maybe they
No
don't
Man's
have
Sky.
like
It was still pretty
massive
rough,
egos,
still missing a lot of the stuff people wanted.
unlike legendary game
Planted the
designers
seed.
and game
For the first time
developers
since
who
launch,
made
players started thinking that maybe
genre.
this could become something. And Hello Games leaned into that. Instead of doing hype interviews or flashy trailers, they went quiet again. No promises, no timelines, just heads down, working. After Foundation,
So
the
basically
game
they
wasn't
knew
fixed yet, but you could
there
feel
was
the
a
direction
there were
changing. And
there
then
were
almost like
problems.
clockwork, another big update
They knew
dropped,
about it.
Pathfinder. Suddenly you had
And
vehicles
instead
to roll
of
around
arguing
planets
in comment
little ship
sections
classes to collect,
of
and even a
online
photo mode
gaming
for all those
publications,
alien
they just
landscapes. It
worked
wasn't
on
flashy enough to
fixing
win everyone back,
all
but
those
it
problems.
was momentum. And that's the key here. Momentum. Because Hello Games stuck to this cycle of disappearing, then re-emerging with something substantial. Then, a year later, the big one appeared. Atlas Rises. This was when the game started looking like the thing people had hoped for back in 2016. 30 hours of actual story content, new lore, portals you could activate, a proper mission system, way more diverse planets, and yes, even a form of multiplayer. Yeah, okay, you couldn't really see each other yet, just little glowing orbs floating around, but after the disaster at launch, even that was a huge deal. By this point, the conversation had completely shifted. It wasn't, this game is a scam. It was, wait a minute, this is actually getting really good. People who refunded or rage quit at launch were starting to poke their heads back in, just to see what had changed. I know I did. And most of the people came away saying the same thing. It's not perfect, but it's getting there. Then in 2018, it finally happened.
Which one of the other? It's not
This
perfect,
was the one that really flipped
but
the
it's
script.
getting worse.
Multiplayer was in for real this time. You could actually run around with your friends, build massive bases together, and explore as a group. They added third-person mode, better visuals, and gave the whole thing a fresh coat of paint. It was pretty much the relaunch of No Man's Sky. Next even coincided with the Xbox release, which meant millions of new players were jumping in for the first time, and they weren't seeing the broken 2016 version anymore. They were seeing a game that had learned from its mistakes and actually delivered on its promises. The reviews started swinging back up, the community started filling with excitement instead of salt, and for the first time in 2 years, people were saying something nobody thought they'd ever say again. No Man's Sky is worth playing. No Man's Sky is a weird game, because it really should not have survived. Most games that launch in that state either die with a silent whimper or get a sequel slapped on them a few years later. But Hello Games didn't do that. They stayed, they worked, and they built. From the insane hype of 2013 to the crash and burn of 2016 to the cautious optimism of Foundation to the big shift with Atlas Rises and then the full-blown relaunch with Next, it's been a 9-year climb. And the crazy thing about all this is that they never charged a dime extra for it. Every single update, every expansion, and every rework have all been free. And that's over 30 plus updates. It's absolutely crazy. It's even gotten to the point where people are saying stuff
So
like,
for
we
every
have
update,
money,
the
Sean,
game was
because
becoming
at this point,
better.
it's just sheer
Shroud
insanity
the
to keep
Avatar
giving out free updates.
have like
like
updates
candy.
every month.
In the end, the narrative
And
surrounding No Man's Sky has
it
flipped.
seems
The No
nothing
Man's Lie memes
is getting
disappeared,
better.
the Steam reviews went from overwhelmingly negative to very positive, and people started holding it up as one of the greatest comeback stories in gaming. And they're right, because now in 2025 you've got Voyagers, an update so ambitious that Hello Games had to rework the engine just to make it happen. Buildable Corvette-class starships, walkable interiors, full spacewalks, multiplayer crews, stuff that 10 years ago would have sounded like another Sean Murray dream. Except, now it's real. So yeah, No Man's Sky is a beautiful redemption for Hello Games and for Sean Murray. No Man's Sky went from a cautionary tale to a gaming legend. And if nothing else, it proved one thing. Sometimes you really can fix the unfixable.
Okay, so guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the game. This time I'm playing Shroud of the Avatar, where virtues are or were forsaken. I'm here in Graph Jam Mines, continuing with what my avatar was doing last time, and that was gathering jam fragments. For what reason? To craft glass sheets for crafting fish bowls. So gathering jam fragments to craft glass sheets to craft fish bowls. And why do I need, or my avatar needs, fish bowls? I'm going to use them as decoration for the house in Frogtown. Row house in Frogtown. I just noticed that my devotional buffs are gone. I guess I'll have to go back sometime and get the buffs again. I also need to find where I can buy the recipes for wreath because I only have one and it's a helmet. It's not the decoration. Oh, look at that, 99 gold ores already. Wow. I'm not even focused on that, although I'm still collecting it. Okay, so 45 minutes to go. Hope you guys are having a good day. And if not, then just listen to the nice music that is playing while I'm mining here in Craft Jam Mines. And hopefully your day would become better. How about I switch to fire mage or fire pole arm mage, something like that. What are the necromancy skills? Okay, that we have that touch. But the fizzle are so high. Look at that. Summon undead. I guess I guess I would need to change my armor to something. Look at that. Fizzle is 80%. Okay, let's see. Earth. Let's see. Earthquake. The problem with this, this uses. I want skills that don't use reagents. This one although the fizzle chance is low, but how about fire? Ooh, fire is not compatible with heavy armor. Fizzle chance is quite high. So if I'm going to use this set, I'll have to switch to a light armor. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to being a bard. Okay, let's see here. Rhapsody of Recovery. 5 seconds. Recover 5. Focus 8 focus every seconds. I don't need that. Anthem of Alacrity. Okay, a high energy marching song that periodically pulses. Bard specialist excess skill charging was apply to affect the targets upon. What does it do? Targets within the song's radius. Dexterity bonus. Song of Sonata. Gives allies and tame creatures combat bonus. Bards. Okay, the power of the song increases with charging. Apa lagi dyan? Oh my goodness, this is so long. So let's see here. Bard, combat, Bard. Okay, 10 seconds casting time. 2.1 seconds casting time. Mesmerizing melody. 10 seconds casting time. Melody of mending. 5 seconds. So this is the healing spell. Okay, Psalm. Okay, I know that. Listen to my songs and die. So what does this do? Causes nearby enemies to slow down. Okay, that's cool. Okay, we're down to 30 minutes. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream, and if you are interested in gaming related shirt designs, you can check out my spread shop. Link is on screen right now. Again, I'm doing all this because I don't want to buy fish balls. I want to craft uh, the fish balls myself. And I don't have a lot of gold. I only have like 1.5 million gold. That is not a lot. Because the inflation in Shroud of the Elder is like Empty Flask Hardenoo got a recipe. A recipe that my avatar hasn't learned yet. So I got a Ring of Earth again. I have a bunch of this. I have no idea what to do with them. Okay, so in my next hour, I'm going to do a lot of crafting. Well, not really a lot of crafting. Maybe a little bit of crafting. Look at that, it continued. It wasn't interrupted. So the kobold attacked and then ran away. Okay, let's see here. Specialization. Sp- Special grants and additional dexterity those affected. Extra skill charging was applied. Okay. Okay, we're down to 15 minutes, less than 15 minutes. Hope you guys are still out there enjoying the stream. Also check out Double T Fast if you are having some lag issues while playing your favorite competitive game. Give it a try and who knows, it might work for you. Double T Fast might just be what you needed to, win matches in Counter-Strike. Right now the link is on screen. You can type the link or the URL in your web browser's address bar. Okay, mythicals collection times 4 times 5. Nope, only times 4. Okay, so sometimes it can go higher, over times 4. Most recent cycle was like I got times 7, if my memory is correct. What the hell is 8 a.m. NBT? 8 a.m. NBT. Okay. Still have like 40 seconds. Going to the server's going to go down in an hour. Okay, let's check what's happening in the different platforms. Let's start with Trovo. Sometimes I forget to check what's happening in the other platforms. Okay. There's nothing there. Same here. Not seeing anything. Okay, there's also no, what's that? Oh, okay, it's basically the tooltip. Okay, just the tooltip. Let's see what's happening in Nemo. What's happening here? Why is this not live? Okay, so guys, that's it for this hour. In my next hour, I'll be crafting glass sheets, and then I'll be crafting fish bowls. Yeah, I'm not sure when that is because there is an update at 8 a.m. NBT. I have no idea what NBT is. I know it's New Britannian time, but what is that in real world time? I don't know. Okay. So guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube, follow the channel in Rumble, Kick, Twitch, D-Live, or wherever you're watching this right now, and see you in my next hour. Bye bye for now.